which demand the active role of the viewer in completing the story. He plays with our expectations, with our unconscious mind. This unrelated image, painted 2 years before Nighthawks, is a radically different subject matter, but there is still a sense of foreboding, a feeling that the story will continue outside the frame. Couples and their lack of emotional interaction was a theme in Hopper's work, and this would increase as he got older, and his relationship with Jo more distant. The couple are physically close, yet psychologically miles apart. Are they even a couple? At first, we think their hands are touching, but they are not. Her coffee cup is steaming, his is stone cold, perhaps suggesting he has been waiting a while for her. The title of the painting came from Jo, who described this character as having a hawk-beaked nose. He is holding an unlit cigarette, which in Hopper's original sketch was in the woman's hand. The isolation of the solitary man with his back to us is accentuated by the couple. A closer look shows us that he is holding a glass with his right hand, and he has a newspaper folded flat underneath his left. The front page, no doubt, full of news of the war. It is unclear who this random glass is for. Maybe it's for us. Along with everyone else, the waiter is not conversing, or even making eye contact with anyone else. He is just staring out of the window. Ever since he painted Nighthawks, people have tried to work out the exact location of the real diner. Following hints the artist gave in various interviews, people spent months trudging around New York without success. That's because the diner never was in New York. It was always in the house, inside Edward Hopper's head. Hopper was a fan of Ernest Hemingway's short story The Killers from 1927, which is considered an inspiration for Nighthawks. It tells the story of two thugs who enter a diner in search of their next victim. The classic 1946 movie version was in turn inspired by Hopper's Nighthawks. The quintessentially American artist loved cinema, and cinema, that quintessentially American art form, loved Hopper. He often went to the cinema alone at night in search of inspiration. Film noir was the primary influence, and we can see this in what many consider to be the first film noir, released 1 year before he completed Nighthawks. It is said that while shooting Force of Evil, the director took the cinematographer to an exhibition of Edward Hopper's works and said that he wanted the picture to look like those paintings. Hopper said that even his early works may have been influenced by German expressionist cinema he saw in Paris. When it comes to the filmmakers themselves, Hopper is arguably the most influential artist of all time. A new generation of filmmakers would pay homage to Hopper's use of high-contrast lighting, his American settings of anonymous apartments, diners, and bars, by his extreme cropping and decentralized framing, but in particular, they would be inspired by the characters he painted. Characters waiting for their stories to be told. Nighthawks itself was faithfully recreated for the movies, with the diner becoming a short cut to emotional dysfunction. Nighthawks, like the best movie, is not just about composition and style, it is a masterwork, which in a single frame can suggest to us a narrative that stretches far beyond the picture frame.
It's probably